All right. Today we are going to be talking about lesson 3.2, which is on preparing a budget sheet. Preparing a budget sheet. Let's go ahead and take a look at our equations that we need to add to our equation sheet. Those equations are total monthly expenses equals monthly living expenses plus monthly fixed expenses plus monthly share of annual expenses. All right, our second equation that we want to add to today's sheet is monthly share of annual expenses equals annual expenses divided by 12, because there are 12 months in a year. Let's go ahead and take a look at the example that goes along with this section. We are given a figure 3.2. It says a money manager for Selena and Trent Miller. Well, before we dive into this, I'm seeing like living expenses, fixed expenses, annual expenses. Let's take a look at what those mean. Now, we learned in the last lesson that living expenses are things such as food, utility bills, pocket expenses. Fixed expenses are regular expenses which do not vary from month to month, from one month to the next, such as rent. Okay? Annual expenses are expenses which occur only once a year, such as real estate taxes. So let's dive into this problem. Example 3 says the Millers use records of their past expenditures to complete the budget sheet in figure 3.2. After calculating their monthly share of annual expenses, find their total monthly expenses. Okay, as you can see, they've got $275 allotted for food and groceries. They have household expenses that are 70, 65, 95, and 12. They have gasoline that's 115. Personal spending was 70 for clothing, 110 for credit cards, 45 for newspaper and gifts. Pocket money was $57. Entertainment was 35. Sporting events was 65. Dining out was 75. And they said that their monthly living expenses total is $1,089. Their monthly fixed expenses covers their rent and mortgage, which is $675. Their car loan, which is $278. Their savings, which is $125, for a total of $1,078. Their annual expenses, Their life insurance is $575 for the year. Their home and renters insurance for the year is $840. For the year, their car insurance is $475. Their real estate and property taxes for the year is $1,215. Their car registration is $54, and the charitable contributions for the year is $600. They say their total annual expenses is $3,759. It asks us to first calculate their monthly share. Now, to calculate their monthly share, we're going to take their annual expenses and divide by 12. Well, they've already done the hard part for us. They found the total of the annual expenses. So we're going to take the 3,759 and we're going to divide by 12 months for the year. So their monthly share is going to be 313.25. So that again is 313. Says after calculating their monthly share of annual expenses, find their total monthly expenses. So their annual expenses, the monthly share of it is $313.25. Now we want to find their total monthly expenses. To find the total monthly, you're going to add your monthly living, your monthly fixed, and your monthly share of annual. Well, my monthly living was $10.89, so they brought that over here. Their monthly fixed was $10.78. They brought that down here. Their monthly share of the annual is $313.25. Now we're going to add these three amounts together to find our monthly expenses. Oh, sorry. So we do $10.89 plus $10.78 plus $313.25. And that total is going to be $2,480.25. So if they don't make more than $24,080 in the month, they don't have enough money to live on, because these are all their expenditures for the month. What I want you to do is here in the next set, it asks you in the try on your own, calculate your monthly share of annual expenses and then find the total monthly expenses. So don't forget to find the annual monthly share by dividing by 12. Go ahead and take this section and go with about a 7-minute time limit here. Pause your videos now. Take about 7 minutes to answer questions 5 and question 6 here. As you can see, the answers to questions 5 and 6 have now been provided. Go ahead, take a moment to make sure your answers are correct. If you have any questions, please ask me. And on the next slide, you're going to see your vocab check for this section. Good luck. When you're finished with your notes for this lessons for today, please bring them to me so I can exchange it for your worksheet.